Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be going over my go-to, my favorite breakfast and brunch spots here in Los Angeles. I am a SoCal resident, born and raised, and I've been working in LA probably about 5.5 years now, and been living out here probably about, oh gosh, like almost 4 years now, which is crazy to say out loud. But yeah, I love Los Angeles, and especially for the food. If you are a foodie, it's like, it's just the food out here is phenomenal. There's so much variety of food out here, and it's a good thing. It's a real good thing. But yeah, and I love brunch, and I know brunch is kind of like a trendy thing now, but I mean, I have always, and I mean always, have loved breakfast food. I kind of like jokingly think I was like raised to love breakfast food. My dad to this day never misses a Sunday. It's incredible. Probably since before I was born, but he makes breakfast before church every Sunday. And I mean like pancakes, sausage, bacon, eggs, the, you know, coffee, just the whole bit. And I just, yeah, I'm one of those people that if I had to have a larger breakfast every day and a smaller lunch, totally fine with that. Totally okay with that. So I know a lot of people come to LA for all sorts of reasons. Maybe you live out here and you're a local and you're just looking for some good brunch suggestions, or you know, you're out here on vacation, or you came here for work, or you're trying to make it entertainment. Whatever the reason is, I know I love good food suggestions when I'm in a big city, so I'm really excited to share my go-tos with you guys. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel and ring that notification bell. And if you are ready to find out what my go-to brunch and breakfast spots are, then keep on watching. Alrighty guys, so before we dive into my go-tos, I did want to note a couple of things. First off, when this is, I guess, more for those of you who've never been to LA before and you're going to be visiting for the first time. When I say my go-to breakfast and brunch spots in Los Angeles, I'm not just talking about the city of LA. I'm talking about LA County. So no matter if you're going to Santa Monica to check out Santa Monica Pier, or the other side of town in Burbank where some of the studios are, they really range all over, which is great if you want to check them out. Just want to clarify, it's not just the city of LA, it's really all over LA County. The second thing is, I think it's common knowledge at this point, but two things to definitely be mindful about if you're going to come to LA are definitely the traffic and the parking. So with that said, with every place that I mention, I will definitely be letting you know the parking situation there. So if you end up checking it out, that way you have kind of a decent idea of what to expect when it comes to parking, and just you can kind of prepare for it more.
So just putting that out there.
Okay guys, so this is in no particular order at all. So the first one is called Home Restaurant, and they have two locations. They have one in Silver Lake, California, and if you're a baseball fan, this location is actually really close to Dodger Stadium. And the second location is in Los Feliz, California, however you want to say it, which is really close to Griffith Park and the Griffith Observatory, and it's actually not too far from the Hollywood Walk of Fame on Hollywood and Highland. The Los Feliz location has just a beautiful outdoor patio. It's so nice to go there on a beautiful day. The Silver Lake location, excuse me, is really homey. It really lives up to the name, and you know you're gonna get good quality food, a really great variety in the menu. As far as recommendations on what to eat, my go-to meal there is called their 3 eggs your style breakfast. Also their egg which is really good, and their huevos rancheros are also really good. Just overall good quality food, homey, like I said. The drinks are also really good. They have great mimosas if that's your thing. As far as pricing goes, I'll kind of use the dollar signs like Yelp does. I would give this probably about a $2 sign, and they have vegan and vegetarian options as well. In regards to parking, the Silver Lake location has valet parking. So really it's just kind of a place you just go there knowing if you go to the Silver Lake location, you're gonna valet. Or if you don't want to valet, just make sure I would suggest take an Uber or a Lyft. In regards to the Los Feliz location, they also have a valet, but they also have street parking. And I actually personally have never had an issue finding street parking there. I think it just comes down to your comfort level. Make sure you feel comfortable like parallel parking and stuff, but just a really overall good place to get brunch. The second brunch place that I absolutely love is called Another Broken Egg Cafe, and it is located in Burbank, California. And Burbank is where a lot of studios are. So if you are a film and TV person and find yourself on that side of town, you can drive around and see, you know, Disney Studios and Warner Brothers Studios and their iconic water tower where the Animaniacs live, and drive around and also see, you know, like the Cartoon Network office buildings are there, and Nickelodeon as well, which is fun to see. And it's not even far from Universal Studios Hollywood. So if you just find yourself on that side of town, definitely check out Another Broken Egg Cafe. They actually also have a gluten-free menu. So whether you have dietary restrictions or if you just don't like to eat gluten, I think that's a really awesome option. As far as price goes, I would definitely give Another Broken Egg Cafe $2 signs as well, similar to Home Restaurant. And they just have an overall great menu. To be fair, actually every single place I'm going to mention has an overall really great menu, but I would say they're definitely known for their Eggs Benedict, and my personal favorite is their Eggs Blackstone Benedict, which is just kind of a classic Eggs Benedict. How many times can one say Eggs Benedict in one video? We'll find out right now. And they also have they have really good Bloody Marys if that's your drink of choice. Their original Bloody Mary is fantastic. As far as parking goes, I would say it is majority street parking. But the good news is I've never, and I mean never, had an issue finding street parking at Another Broken Egg Cafe because Burbank is just not as congested as a lot of other cities in LA. Another Broken Egg Cafe, definitely a good one to check out, especially if you're an Eggs Benedict fan and you find yourself on that side of LA County, definitely check it out. The third brunch spot I have to mention is none other than Blue Jam Cafe. This is a very, very popular brunch spot amongst LA locals, and they have several locations all over LA. They have a location in Hollywood, downtown LA, Brentwood, Sherman Oaks, Tarzana, Woodland Hills, and a random one in Tokyo, Japan. So I guess if you're ever in Tokyo, Japan and feeling some Blue Jam Cafe, then you can hit them up. Now, I've only been to the Sherman Oaks location, so I can only speak to parking at that location, but any other location that you happen to be by, just give them a quick call and definitely find out what their parking situation is, to whether you want to drive there yourself or maybe take an Uber or Lyft. But as far as the Sherman Oaks location, they do have a little parking lot in the back, and then after that gets filled up, they have street parking. Now, to be completely frank with you, Blue Jam Cafe is very popular, like I mentioned in the beginning, so if you get there around kind of brunch time hours, just be mindful, you might have to wait. As far as food goes, I would definitely say that their crunchy French toast, if you are a French toast lover, it's on another level. It's so just delicious and light, and just the texture of like it being crunchy. It's so good. Also their brunch carbonara is really good, which is just, it's a bit rich and heavy and filling, but it's full of so much flavor and it's just so yummy. If you're a chai tea latte lover like I am, their chai tea lattes are delicious, creamy, perfect amount of cinnamon. Blue Jam Cafe is just one of those places that you go to and you know the food is gonna be good quality, fresh, and just everything on the menu is gonna be packed full of flavor. It has a really fun menu as well to check out. So it also has a really fun LA vibe. As far as pricing goes, I would stick to the other two and give it a $2 sign rating. And they also have, I know, gluten-free and vegan options. It's just a lovely LA spot to check out if you're ever out here. Really, really good. So the next breakfast place I want to highlight is called Met Her at a Bar. And I know when I first heard it, I was like, that's a breakfast place? But I was on their website, and after reading their About Us, Met Her at a Bar actually pays homage to how the owners met. So it's actually really, really sweet once you know the backstory. But this place is just good. Their waffles are on point. I've also had their All-American breakfast. Their chai tea latte there is actually really, really good as well. And their menu is really nice. It just has a little bit of everything. It's really great quality food and you can taste that when you're eating it. I love when I go to places and you're like, wow, this is fresh. I can taste it, you know? Now it is a smaller place. It's definitely a mom and pop local spot. So just be mindful of that, and they do get busy, especially around brunch, breakfast hours, obviously, and especially if you go on the weekend. So just keep that in mind. It is a smaller place. As far as parking goes, it is mainly street parking. I would say there are technically some parking structures around. I would say it's mainly street parking. So if you can, I would suggest, unless you're really cool and comfortable with street parking, I would suggest you Uber or Lyft. But it's in a really great location. If you find yourself in mid-city, and that's where it's at, it's actually on La Brea, which is a really big street here in LA. You'll be really close to the La Brea Tar Pits, which is a fun attraction to go to, and also LACMA. LACMA is the Los Angeles County Museum of Art. That's actually, it has a really popular art piece called Urban Lights, I believe it is. You've probably seen it in LA, B-roll footage at one point in time. Also, the Grove is really close to them as well, which is a big mall over here in LA. So they're close to a lot of different places in mid-city, and it's just a really all-around good breakfast place to check out if you find yourself in that area. So met her at a bar, and yeah, really good. So next I will be talking about Marmalade Cafe. Now Marmalade Cafe has so many locations in Los Angeles. Let me list them so you can kind of get an idea. They have one in Sherman Oaks, El Segundo, Los Angeles, Santa Monica, Calabasas, Westlake Village, and Malibu. Several locations, as you can see, and I've personally only been to the El Segundo location, so that's the only one I can speak to, especially in regards to like parking, but I love it. Marmalade is just kind of one of those places you go there and you know you're gonna get a good meal. You know you're gonna order something and it's gonna be exactly what you wanted, and it's gonna be good quality and taste good. And their brunch and breakfast options, there's so much to choose from, it's kind of crazy. Everything that I've had there has just really been exactly what I had hoped it would taste like when I ordered it, which is a satisfying feeling once like it arrives at your table, right? So my go-to there is their marmalade breakfast, which is kind of the standard, eggs, bacon, sausage, toast, potatoes type breakfast. Their coffee is so good. It's very strong. For those of you who like your coffee really strong, as it should be. My mom taught me young. And also, if you like lox, their lox plate, it's actually called the Oak Smoked Salmon Plate. Say that 5 times. Their Oak Smoked Salmon Plate is their version of their lox plate, and it's really good. So if you're a fan of lox, you'd really love it. Marmalade is super close to LAX, really close to the airport. So if you find yourself flying in and you're hungry and you want some good breakfast or brunch, definitely check out Marmalade Cafe. The El Segundo location is literally down the street, and it's just an overall really good family breakfast spot. Really lovely. As far as parking goes, the El Segundo location, they have a huge parking lot, and it's free, so that's really nice. In regards to price, I would give them also, I think everything I'm mentioning pretty much is a $2 symbol rating. Just like I said, an overall really great family breakfast spot to check out, especially if you happen to be in El Segundo, flying in from the airport, or just visiting, maybe you're on your way to Manhattan Beach. Marmalade Cafe, definitely check it out. All right guys, so we are getting towards the end of my list. The next place I have to mention, and shout out to my friend Crystal who took me here, is called The Attic. And it is located in Long Beach. Now, if you want some good chicken and waffles, try The Attic. It's a lot of Southern inspired food, so good. I had the chicken and waffles there, and one of my girlfriends had what they call the Monte Cristo. They have really great Bloody Marys, great mimosas. It's just an all-around really fun breakfast brunch spot. Now, to be completely frank with you, everything there that I saw is very rich and very heavy, so just be mindful of that if you're looking for something really healthy. I'm sure they have maybe a healthy option, or one or two, but it's definitely like you're gonna indulge and enjoy yourself and work out the next day. I didn't try this, but on their menu they have something called mac and Cheetos. I told you, you're not gonna go there to eat healthy. It's not one of those places. It's located, like I said, in Long Beach. It's close to the Queen Mary and the Aquarium of the Pacific. And so if you're ever on that side of town, definitely check out The Attic. As far as parking goes, it is street parking. I would just strongly suggest that you either get there early to give yourself time to park, or Uber or take a Lyft. And then of course the price point, I would definitely still say it's $2 as far as the Yelp rating goes. And yeah, The Attic, so yummy. Check it out. If you like chicken and waffles, the attic. The last brunch place I'm gonna mention that I absolutely love, last but definitely not least, is called Lunetta All Day in Santa Monica. This place is just, they make their food with love, and you can taste it. Man, their lemon ricotta pancakes, divine. Their carnitas and eggs, so good. Huevos rancheros, good. Watermelon mimosa, excellent. It's just a really great place to check out if you find yourself in Santa Monica. Definitely check it out. In regards to parking, they do have actually a really big parking lot in the back of the restaurant, which is totally a plus. The patio area actually kind of reminds you of like a patio area you'd see, you know, at a house like that's in the suburbs. Just like, it's really cute, very quaint, and just comfortable. And all around the restaurant has just like a good vibe, and the food is so good. And in regards to the price, similar to all the rest that I've mentioned, I would definitely give it that Yelp rating of like $2 signs. And I think it's probably just one of my favorite brunch places I've ever been to, like ever. So yummy. They actually even have like dog treats and water for your dog, which is so adorable. I love that. That's very LA, but it's so cute because not all places do that. All right, guys, and that does it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If so, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And you know, I know there's so many brunch and breakfast spots in LA. It's crazy how many there are. So these are really just a few that I find myself going back to over and over again and really enjoying, or if I know I'm going to be in a certain part of town, I definitely want to check them out. So I really hope that if you decide to try them out, that you love them as much as I do. If you have additional brunch spots in LA that you've tried and absolutely loved, please sound off in the comment section below. I mean, please spread the love and let us all know. I'm so down to try another brunch spot in Los Angeles, and I will continue to. Also, if you guys really like this video and want me to kind of do an update in, you know, a few months time after I try even more places, let me know. I'll be more than happy to do that, to let you know additional places. Like I said, there's so many spots in LA. There's more than this list that are really, really good, I'm sure. So yeah, just let me know and I'll be happy to do that. If you have not already, of course, be sure to subscribe to my channel and ring that notification bell so you know the next time I upload a new video. And reminding you to spread the love as always. I think this is a very loving video. Anytime you get to spread love with food, it's loving, right? Thank you again for watching, and till next time. Mwah. Bye, guys.